Neal, Tim Harris, Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, and things like that. And these dudes, their goal was to knock him out of the game. You can barely tackle a quarterback now. You can't hit a receiver. You can't dislodge the ball. That's why I said. That's why early in the conversation I just said, how do we gauge greatness now? Because there is no pressure. You just running up and down the field, and your athletic ability is excelling. You know, speaking of gauging greatness, let's talk about the the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The Pro Football Hall of Fame put out a list of people who are eligible. First-time candidates: Champ Bailey, defensive back, played for the Redskins and played for the Denver Broncos. Tony Gonzalez, who's pretty much, these three dudes are pretty much shoe-ins. Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, and Ed Reed. Other players who are up for induction. I almost said election. My former coach of the Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles Raiders, the Raider Nation, Tom Flores, one of the few coaches with 2 Super Bowl championships who's not in the Hall. Zach Thomas, Miami Dolphin great. And then you got other guys like Steve Atwater, who should have been in. Rondé Barber, who should be in. This is his second time being a semifinalist. Tony Baselli, this is his 4th time. Isaac Bruce, this is his 5th time. Leroy Butler, I'm not sure that Leroy Butler should be a Hall of Famer, but I ain't gonna argue with you. Don Coryell, it is criminal, K-R-I-M-N-O, that Don Coryell, the father of the offenses that you see right now, the last time you had a shootout on Monday Night Football, it was a Don Coryell coach team versus a Forrest Gregg coach Cincinnati Bengals 1982, Dan Fouts versus Kenny Anderson. It was the same type of shootout, same type of yards, but with the physicality. Alan Faneca, Tom Flores, Tony Gonzalez, Torrey Holt, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, and Jimmy Johnson, coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Ty Law, John Lynch, Clay Matthews, Kevin Mawai, Carl Mecklenburg, Sam Mills. Those are just some of the names that are up for induction in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I think some of those dudes, it's shameful that they're not already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But we are going to see who's going to go in and who's not going to go in. It's going to be a very interesting situation. Speaking of interesting situations, Ben Roethlisberger. I know a lot of people, I've been killing Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger used to have the utmost respect for me. And he still got a lot of respect. But what makes me diss Ben Roethlisberger or stay on his behind the way I've been staying on his behind is this. Ben Roethlisberger had a Jameis Winston-esque game, and they won. So nobody talks about it. Look, we need to be handing out that smoke either way. Speaking of smoke, let me do a media break. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers are getting slapped across the face by LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers, getting slapped in the face by the Cleveland Cavaliers at the tune of 72-68. LeBron, if your ass lose in Cleveland, I need to fly to Cleveland and slap you in the mouth. Back to what I was talking about. Ben Roethlisberger, how is it that, somebody help me explain how it's okay for Big Ben to throw 4 interceptions and a victory, but it's not okay for Jameis Winston to throw 4 interceptions. All I heard all week so far is how Patrick Mahomes he had 5 turnovers. This dude had one of the greatest games in the history of the league. Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions, 2 turnovers for fumbles. But at the end of the day, man, this dude had one of the greatest games we've ever seen. And nobody want to talk. Only thing people want to talk about is the turnovers, but you don't want to talk about Ben Roethlisberger. See, like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, you talk about Ben Roethlisberger. This is why when y'all tell me that this is a passing league, this is a passing league. Well, if it's a passing league, why is it that until Saquon Barkley got his shit together, amen, and until Saquon Barkley got his shit cracking, I should say, and Eli Manning immediately gets his shit together. When Jason Goff, if you watch the Rams, as long as they run in play action, Jason Goff looks like a very good quarterback. Walking to him Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles, they ain't on nothing because Jason Adai and LeGarrette Blount is Adai's hurt and Blunt is in Detroit, all of a sudden they can't win. And everybody want to tell me it's a passing league. Stop telling me it's a passing league, y'all. It's not. Deshaun Watson started looking like Deshaun Watson once that running game got cracked. See, the thing is, you need balance. You cannot have a one-ended situation. Hey, by the way, the Patriots look real regular as long as my man Sonny Michel ain't there. Tom Brady is looking very regular, but don't nobody want to talk about that. He is Father Time is on his heels. Father Time is kicking Tom Brady in his ass right now. He about to choke his ass out, but he would look a whole lot better if somebody would if somebody set up and said, "Hey, run the football." See, this is why the propaganda, oh, it's a passing league. No, it's not. This is a completion league, and you need the running game just as much as you need the passing game. So please, stop it. Now, speaking of stopping, I'm on a tangent with the NFL because the sister doctor, first and foremost, her name is not Condoleezza Rice. That is not her fucking name. Her name is Dr. Condoleezza Rice. It is insulting to me, even though it's not insulting to her. It's insulting to me that they address this woman as Condoleezza Rice as if she does not have a PhD. First and foremost, she should be addressed as Dr. Rice. And the Cleveland Browns are embarrassing themselves because they're not tricking me with this foolishness that they're trying to pass off. They want to interview Dr. Rice as a potential head coach. They're going to put it out there. That was a flyer. MC Shan just was speaking about being a conspiracy theorist. That was a flyer to see if it could float. They threw it out there to see, let's see if we can get this past these damn fools. And it didn't fly because they got called damn fools. If people would have started calling them damn fools, they would have interviewed Dr. Rice, and she would have taken a place as a minority coaching interest, because anybody who knows anything about the National Football League knows that McCarthy, the current head coach of the Green Bay Packers, will be the next coach of the Cleveland Browns. Everybody knows that Mike McCarthy is out of Green Bay, and they know that he's going to be there. And they tried to interview Dr. Rice. Shout out to Dr. Rice for not falling for the bullshit, not going for the nonsense, and letting them know, listen to that bullshit, I ain't going. Because that was the greatest insult in the world. Dr. Rice is going to be a head football coach, and she ain't coached shit. So being Secretary of State does not qualify you to be on the sideline calling plays. Dr. Rice, she might be one of the most informed people we've ever seen in regards to football that is a non-football person, but she is about as qualified as to run a national football team as I am. So miss me with that bullshit. Please don't insult me and the rest of the community with that nonsense. Now, I'm looking at the Lakers right now, and they dueling it out with the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a tie game right now. It's a 2-point game. I can't remember what the score was. I'm not paying that close attention. But I got a couple questions. Is it time to move Alonzo Ball? Now, I understand that when you looking at the Lakers, you see Alonzo Ball, and this is only his second year, and you looking at his second year in the league, and you saying, hey man, he should be better. The question is it time to move on? Have we given him enough time? I don't know the answer to that question, because some days the homie looks good, and other days he looks out of sorts. And that leads me to my next question. Should LeBron James back off a little? Allow him to take hold to the point guard position. And then I don't think, even though the homie Rondo has gotten a bad rep for being a disgruntled employee and kicking the ballistics in that way, is it Rondo, is it LeBron James, or is it Luke Walton? Because I'm looking at this situation, whereas before LeBron got there, the boy Ball was looking okay. The Lakers were the second or third best team in the West from midway of last season up until now. So is LeBron James stifling these young brothers with his greatness, or is it just Alonzo Ball just don't have it? We're going to find out over the next few weeks, and this is something that perplexes me. I don't get it. I think the young brother got a lot of talent, but he and other young players are the poster children for why the community, you as a fan, I think these brothers need to stay in school a little longer. As a fan, these brothers need to stay in school a little longer. I'm not telling you to turn down no $1 million. I wouldn't turn down $1 million for nothing that ain't, for something I like doing. I'm good at. Hell no. But again, I've said this. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. It's time to start investing in your longevity versus going for the quick money. And the reason I say that is this. Yeah, you Alonzo Ball, you're a big time dude, you're going to get $20 million right up the top, which is going to matriculate to about $8 million in your pocket. Let's just be honest. Via taxes, agents, managers, and things like that, and then trick off money, you only going to have $8 million cash out this whole demonstration. Now, $8 million is enough money to live off of for the rest of your life for most people, but he's not living that life. So please don't try to put that on that dude. And don't say, oh man, he should know. And then, because look, somebody give you $8 million, you're 20 years old. Most of us, of course, the people who go, I wouldn't do this. Yeah, we know you would. But the rest of us will fuck that money clean off. So let's not get carried away. The reason I'm saying these dudes need to stay in college is this. When you stay in college, you have the ability to hone your skills, create a bigger fan base, and make more money in the interim. If you are at Duke for 3 years, Coach K going to teach you how to work around picks. He's going to teach you how to run sets. He's going to teach you how to be the best basketball player that you can be. Meanwhile, you're creating a fan base. So when Nike try to give you this funky ass $2 million and wear them ugly ass shoes, you're going to say, no man, I'm already such and such. I already got a following. So now your Nike money is bigger. Your NBA money is the same money, but your Nike money is bigger. And then you have a fan base, and now you can get Coke and Sprite and whoever else you want. It's about the long play, not the short play. I understand that you're trying to get to the league as fast as possible and get to that second Supermax deal and all that. But you know what? Look at it this way. LeBron James walked into the NBA $90 million strong before he played 1 minute of National Basketball Association basketball. $90 million was in his pocket. Then he signed a contract, he got more money. Then he got Sprite and all these other endorsements. And that's what these young brothers need to start looking at. We have to look at the long run instead of just the short run. That's why I'm going there with that whole demonstration with that. And another thing is my man Fultz. Markelle Fultz is injured / mentally scarred again. He has to go see a shoulder specialist. I'm really not believing that. I think the man is suffering from some sort of anxiety. The reason I think he's suffering from anxiety is he wasn't ready for this. A lot of people say, oh man, if I had that much money, if I had that opportunity. That's not the case for everybody. You know and I know everybody is not prepared to deal with that type of stress and pressure that you face in NBA and the regulars of NBA and being a professional athlete in a major city with the weight of a franchise on you. Another reason a lot of these young brothers need to stay the hell in school. I'm telling you, this is something that you don't know that you're not ready for until you are faced with this. This young brother could ruin his basketball career. Yeah, he got $8, $9, $10 million in his pocket now. Well, what is he gonna do in the future? And it's more about the player than these funky ass games. We always looking at the dollar amount. We have to stop chasing money and start chasing responsibility. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna shut this one down, man. I want to thank everybody who tuned in, man. I want to go through the chat and